We need to break up the unions of the police department. Defunding the police, and in fact, I think they need more funding for proper training and whatnot. What we need to do is remove that they're spending on militaristic weapons that most of them are incapable of utilizing in a professional manner. There's no reason why people should be utilizing my standard equipment when I was down in Iraq here on the streets of America. We already have a martial law taking place with these police coming, rolling down our streets in non-resistant ambush protected vehicles, MRAPs. Those up armored 6-wheel vehicles. Well, there's a few variations of them, but the thing is that I've seen a lot of them using the same vehicles that I was using, because that was like one of the first ones. A hexagonal shape, 6-wheeled vehicle. The front door and the front doors weighed 700 pounds. The rear doors weighed 400 pounds. Glass as thick as a telephone book. Up off the ground to protect from IEDs and stuff. And due to the shape of the design, maybe it was no, it was a hexagon. And so the bottom was like a V, and so it deflected the blast, and pretty much the wheels were used as a crumble zone, and so it was a capsule and whatnot. So we don't need that on our streets. I mean, here in Albuquerque, I've called on the National Guard to come here because this state is an emergency with all the crime and everything of that nature. And having to see, I having to see SWAT 3 times within 2 weeks. Never in my life have I seen, SWAT, and even on the news, SWAT situations. But these police officers are not trained. And that's why there's so much escalation of force here. When I have 3 police officers knocking on my door because I'm threatening my neighbors, even though I haven't documented that they threatened me numerous damn times, and I wasn't even speaking to them. I was going my allergies and stuff like that. And I have 3 officers come to my door, one of them armed with an assault rifle. Really. And the thing is, I warned y'all that things are gonna escalate. Oh, maybe that was my problem, as I told you that but you didn't listen to me, so fuck you. Fuck you. All the officers here in Albuquerque that didn't arrest people that were actually threatening me, but you want to come and treat me like I'm a fucking criminal? Fuck you. Fuck you. That's why we need National Guard here. But through my 1.5 years in this state, I can say that I've come across a few good ones as well. And I'm very proud to have met those officers. I got kicked out of several colleges just because I have this. I didn't have this at the time. I mean, I always had my hair, but not that's. And that's so. And then, so people, I don't have white guilt. No white privilege. I'm a disgruntled combat infantry veteran. And, well, I'm not missing my arms or legs, and so I just must be fucked up in the damn head. I mean, granted, I'm alright. I tell myself I'm alright. But my left side's jacked up. I've got hearing issues. I get migraines. I've got issues, man. and y'all are paying me for them. But just because friggin' I suffer from pain till suicide or death, PTSD, and you know what, freaking, that's a whole different story and stuff too. Freaking, you know, I mean, maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know what, you know, I mean, I've got post-traumatic growth. I don't think I have a disorder. I think I came out of things, you know, with a greater appreciation for life. Or else I wouldn't still be here. I wouldn't be able to do this at least. So with that being said, there's even fewer of us than there are of any other group in this world. Well, I can't say any other group in this world, but, you know, bear with me on that. Being a veteran, you know, we're already, you know, just a fraction of the community. Like, well, being active service at like any point in time, there's only about 500,000 of us. Maybe, is that right? Maybe a million. I mean, the 500,000 might be for the Army, and the million might be for like the overall force. But, you know. But anyways, to be infantry and all that, it's even an entire, you know, smaller fraction. And then coming to the realization that most infantry guys don't go through things. And those of us that do are in a smaller group. And really, I mean, my sympathy goes to the other ethnicity than myself group. I mean, because I'm at least white. So I guess now I'm understanding my white guilt or white privilege. I mean, to be me, you know, but as an infantry guy, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, black. I don't like saying that, but if I were a black disabled combat infantry veteran, I don't think I'd have any chance. And so that's just a reality check for me. Yeah, because I'm trying to emphasize with people. And I'm not ashamed of going through my ignorance. I'm not ashamed of it. In fact, I hope that people can learn how to form compassion, you know, towards, I mean, because, you know, when Black Lives Matter came out, it was like freaking All Lives Matter came, you know, but, I've been marginalized, and to be marginalized of a marginalized, and it's not that we're weak. It's that we're too strong in a set us aside from everybody else. Because freaking we know how to be creative. And I mean, like, just look at the reality of things. I mean, really what it came down to is a freaking rich white man that actually freed freaking black people. I'm sorry for saying that. I don't like to say black and white and this kind of the other. But because, you know, this one, you know, crony capitalist, who was that guy in Oh, jeez. It's on the tip of my tongue. It was a book on the Harlem Renaissance. And there was this one capitalist, maybe it'll come to me. But he saw the creativity in African Americans. I think maybe, that's probably the best way I should say it, African Americans. I mean, unless he actually came, well, see, because not everyone came from Africa to become an American. See my confusion? And I don't like to see color and whatnot. I'm colorblind, essentially, to be honest with you. My eyes are jacked up. But what it comes down to, people, is this one rich capitalist selling creativity and African Americans. That's why to this day we have white people exploiting the creativity of old white people, exploiting the creativity of African Americans. It's creativity. Like, that's what it. Prison is a state of mind. They train us with our right hand because we use our left hemisphere, and that keeps us within logic. And anyone that uses their left hand, well, they're using the more creative side of the brain. And, well, we can't have that if we want to enslave you. There's a way out of everything. Why do you think I get away with things? Why do you think they keep on trying to put me back in the cage? I'm not no fucking slave. And neither are you. And, this really just, goes out to freaking my African American, this goes out to freaking all combat infantry, disabled combat infantry veterans. Well, even, not even disabled, but freaking, if you're going through this shit, freaking, hey. And so that's pretty much my problem, is that most of us are on the streets. And so it's hard reaching my constituent. And what's even harder is finding people that are actually true. Because so many people pretend to be me. We're all in this together. And this divide and conquer strategy is not going to work. We're too strong, we're too proud. The best way to actually protest is with a marching band and a freaking dancers, all in rank and file. No one breaks the ranks. That's the best way to do it. Who's with me? Where should we start? Let's get this going. Let's show people how to protest. And let's start somewhere and march all the way to DC. Yeah, let's start somewhere in California, maybe. And we'll walk to DC. It's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, it's going to be exhausting. But let's make a damn point and embrace the suck to prove our point that was nothing. And we are capable of doing a lot more, and we will do more. Non-violently, too. The First Amendment is so beautiful. So beautiful. That's our secret weapon, people. Take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong, and I have a good old time, man. I have a good old time. I got my ass kicked for, I see how stupid shit is, and, nah. Right. Based on experiences that we have with certain minorities, speaking as a white person, I guess my former self. I mean, we always can evolve or whatnot, but it's very easy to share one experience with an entire group. Well, I mean, that goes with even white people and stuff. That's just people in general. People equal shit. So, yeah, I'm trying to overqualify my statements without actually needed to. Just fucking love and dance. That's protest.